First game tomorrow night in the lime green. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, no, really excited. I can't wait to get out there tomorrow night and show everybody, all the Sydney Thunder Army, what I can do.
I guess when you look at the BBL, the two teams who probably struggled the most are playing each other tomorrow night. The Renegades have made a flying start to the season. We very disappointing in our first game. A lot at stake tomorrow night when you think of it in that context, isn't there?
Yeah, there is. Look, they had a good game last week as well, but look at their team. They've only had one player who's made the run, so if we can get sort of Finchy early, I think we can really rock and roll them nice and cheap. We've got a lot of depth this year, and I can't see them having a lot of depth this year.
Do you feel a lot more confident now when you look at the Thunder squad with the inclusion of yourself, the big man? Azar Mahmood looks like he's a very handy player as well.
Yeah, no, definitely. We've got some experience there now, especially with Chris Rogers as well, captain. So, it should be a good game Friday night and, yeah, good tournament.
Now, what about playing against Murley? What are your thoughts on that one?
I played against him a couple of times. I think he got me out once and I've sort of got to him. So, it should be good fun. He's always a good competitor. He's always got a smile on his face. So it's always good fun playing against world-class players.
What impact do you expect Chris Gale to have?
A massive one. He's probably the best 2020 player in the world. So, definitely a massive one. He's great around the group today and, he's just an awesome player.
Now, what about Mark Cosgrove? You're probably better suited to T20 cricket than most players in Australia. It is tailor-made for you, so this is a good opportunity for you, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I love 2020. I think it's a great, fast, fun game. So, and I enjoy playing cricket. So hopefully we can get out there and have some fun and sort of get some runs and hit some big sixes. Last question: the fans and the members would have been very disappointed with our performance last week. What can you offer them tomorrow night? Definitely, a different team, a different side, a different attitude. I think we're going to bounce back really well from last Saturday night. I think. The way we've trained this week is a lot more upbeat, and I think we'll have a bit more attitude this week.
Dirk, tomorrow night, a lot of familiar faces you're up against. What's the sort of feeling playing against the side you were with last year?
I've actually done it a few times now, playing against sides that I used to play with. Look, I guess it's a unique challenge. It's a challenge I enjoy. There's not too many familiar faces in that team anymore. A lot of people moved on. But look, you always like getting one up over your old side, so it's a good challenge. I'm really looking forward to it, actually.
One thing the T20's taught me is that the players who have got the form on the board and the players who command respect still get that respect. Now, we saw that last week with you when the Sixers sat on you for 4 overs and left and waited until you'd gone before they started their demolition job. Would it be likely or unlikely that a guy like Aaron Finch would pay you the same respect?
No, I wouldn't have thought so. No, look, you got to realise that these sorts of guys, we talk a lot after the game as well, and that's huge bragging rights if you get to take someone down. So there's no reason for him to block me out. He is going to try and smack me as far as he possibly can, and that's fine by me. If he hits me, well, hats off to him, but if I get him out, he'll hear about it.
Do you feel a lot more confident now with the changes that have been made to the Thunder side with the inclusion of Gale, Mahmood, Cosgrove?
I think so. Look, it's so good having the flexibility of someone like Mahmood. He allows you to do so much with your lineup. Allows you to get Cozzy in and play an extra bat. And having Chris in now, he's the best in the business in terms of 2020 cricket. There's no one in the world who's better. So all of a sudden you look at the team on paper and last week was a decent team, but all of a sudden this week you start thinking, geez, these guys are actually a really formidable unit. So it's probably changed the look of our side, especially from an opposition point of view. They'll be certainly looking at the names on paper and be thinking a little bit more along the lines of, geez, you get Gale out and then all of a sudden you got Cosgrove and Mahmood and a lot of heavy hitters that still come after him. So it adds a lot of depth to the team.